Okay, so let's go ahead and you're gonna do 1, 2, and then on 3 I'm gonna start with we worship because by the time you hit 4, it's gonna be your turn to go to F.
Okay.
So go ahead. We worship
Oh yeah.
you. There you go. With lips of adoration, we worship you as a symphony of praise. There you go. Let this temple be a place where your glory is embraced as we stand in awe and worship you. Have you heard this song before?
Nope.
No? Okay, well, for it being the first time, you're playing it very good. So I know that some of the beats are 4s, some of them are 2s, so you have to switch. And then the first fraction, the 1/3, it's only a one time. Let this temple be, and then you do it more than twice. But the very first fraction, it's a one time. Okay, so let's do it one more time in the scale of C. Now I'm gonna sing it in Spanish, and I'm gonna kind of do hand movements so that you know when it's time to move. Because I know that you probably don't know it in Spanish. Okay, go ahead. Te alabaré con cantos de adoración. Te alabaré con todo mi ser. Este templo es tu lugar, donde tu gloria descenderá. Estamos parados para alabarte a ti. One more time. Te alabaré con cantos de adoración. Te alabaré con todo mi ser. Este templo es tu lugar, donde tu gloria descenderá. Estamos parados para alabarte a ti. Now let's do it in English one more time. We worship you with lips of adoration. We were. Oh, I'm sorry, on you. So play C again. Yeah. Adoration. We worship you as a symphony of praise. Let this temple be a place where your glory is embraced as we stand in awe and worship you. Very good. Okay. So this is the scenario that I was telling you. Let's say this is the scale you and the rest of the singers sing it in. But here comes the preacher's wife, and they asked her to sing, and she's a soprano. So she's going to be like, I have to sing the song in the scale of F. So let's go ahead with the numbers matching. Now we're not going to look at the C anymore. We're going to look at the scale of F, and let's go ahead and match those. So So in the scale of F, you're gonna be playing B flat. So can you play B flat for me? There you go. Yeah. Okay. So you got B. That's like the main, and then 1/3 would be F over A.
F, so.
Over A. Very good. Okay. So let's go ahead and do it in F, and that's gonna be a higher note for me. Let's see. Let me see if I can hit that note. Okay, go ahead. Start with F. We worship.
What's 4?
It would be B flat. You. 5 is C. With lips of adoration, we worship you as a symphony of praise. 1/3. Let this temple be a place where your glory is embraced as we stand. So it's okay. Stand in awe and worship you. Oh my goodness, that is high. Well, my voice is cold right now, so I usually can sing this song. I would sing it in the scale of F, but my voice is cold right now. So, okay, so you see what I mean? Knowing it in different scales, how it helps. Because we started in the scale of C, and it was we worship you, and then we went to we worship you. Now let's say it's the pastor that's gonna sing the song, and the pastors are usually tenors or baritone or bass. So let's try scale of B flat. Okay, so can you play E flat? What's E flat?
Oh, E flat?
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
So it's okay. E flat, so you would find E, make it a flat, and then it's G and B flat. That's E flat right there. And I think that's the only one in the scale of B flat. Yeah, that's the only one that's the only new chord that you're learning. So let's go start with, so 1 again would be B flat.
What's A flat?
Oh, you have to play A flat?
No.
No? Okay. So A flat is actually, you find A, you make it flat, and then you play C and E flat. Yeah.
So it's gonna be.
So that's E flat. And then A flat right there. Good. So let's start with the number 1, which would be B flat. Wait, right there you're playing E flat. So we're gonna do it in this scale right here.
Oh, B flat.
B flat. There you go. So because now it's the lower note. So go ahead. Okay. We let me find my note. Hold on. we worship you. No, let's make it even lower. Let's go to A.
Okay.
So A. Yeah. Actually, that's still too high. Let's go to G. So right, G. So G, and then in G you're gonna have to play B. Is somebody knocking, or is that the time? Okay. Okay, I'm like, okay. So let's go ahead and play it in the scale of G.
And E minor would be.
A minor is just always A minor.
Oh, A minor.
A minor. Oh, E minor?
E minor, yeah.
Yeah, this is E minor.
Okay.
Okay, so let's play it in the scale of G. Let me get the melody. We worship. Okay, go ahead. We worship you with lips of adoration. Hi, sorry. It's okay, no problem. It's okay. Okay, let's try it with both hands. There you go. There you go. Okay, so let's try it again. So G. We worship you with lips of adoration. Good. We worship you as a D, regular D, symphony of praise, and then 1/3, which would be G over B. Let this 4C temple be a place where your glory is embraced, as we stand in awe and worship you. Now let's try it in Spanish. Te alabaré con cantos de adoración. Te alabaré con todo mi ser. Este is G over B. Este, and then C. Templo es tu lugar, donde tu gloria descenderá. Estamos parados para alabarte a ti. Very good. So, right there, you were able to play it in the scale of C, scale of F. We went scale of we did B flat, and then we did G. So you were able to play it in 4 scales. That is awesome. And the same goes to Tu Fidelidad, which is, I believe, the song that's in the little book. You can actually later when you practice, go on there and write like where it's can I see that? Where it says for example C, you can write 1 on top. F would be 4, G would be 5, F would be 4, C would be 1, A minor would be 6, F would be 4, G would be 5, C would be 1. So you can write the numbers on here, and that's why some musicians that like numbers will actually prefer me to write numbers. That way they can play it in any scale once you learn your scales, of course. But it's up to you. Sometimes I'll write it in numbers, sometimes I'll write it in letters. However, it's based on how you prefer it. So try. I'm gonna really try to not be chat so much this time around, because I know. Try to practice the song and write the numbers on here, and next time that I come back, play it in the scale of C, because you already know C. So we're gonna forget about C. Try playing it in the scale of F, and the scale of G. Those are the next two scales we're going to focus on. So it's going to be C, the scale of C, and then the scale of F, and the scale of G. And those two scales, those three scales are actually the ones that are the easiest to learn. I'll be honest with you, the scale of E, the scale of A are some of the harder ones. But then there's like I said, I wasn't able to fit all of them in here. They're D, like I said in the book, all chords have a scale. So there's a scale of D flat, there's a scale of A flat, there's a scale of B. Well, we have the B flat on there. So there's a couple of them that I missed, and then the minor chords also have a scale, but minor chords are completely different than major chords. So there's minor chords don't have as many friends.
Okay.
Major chords have what, 7 chords that are BFFs with them. Minor chords only have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So minor chords only have 5 BFFs. Major chords have 7. So anyway, so homework then is to go ahead and practice, do the Tu Fidelidad in scale of F and in the scale of G. And then try the We Worship You song. And then send me some songs that your mom has my number. So send. I'm sorry. I'm still recording. I didn't realize that. Okay, let's stop recording.